show the date?
Yep. All right. So it's September 6th and we're almost all packed up for our trip. We've been waiting and packing for, it seems like about months now. We put it in for our tags for Montana on March 15th. It was kind of a spur of the moment, last minute decision to figure out what state we were going to go to. We kind of just ended up with Montana. So tomorrow morning around 3 a.m. we're going to be rolling out of this place. It's about a 27-hour drive and we're going to get probably 3 a.m. to 9, 10 o'clock at night, maybe get halfway across Minnesota or so and stop there and then drive the rest of the day, Sunday, and get out to our final destination, hopefully by dinner time because we have some dinner plans with some friends there in Montana. Are you excited? You don't look very excited.
I have things to do right now.
Oh, here we go. All right, well, you heard it from the procrastinator herself. She's got to get back to work, so we'll check in later. This right here for Colorado.
Why is like,
Now.
a wee bit foggy out there. Okay, so we've crossed into Ohio. Saw the sign too late and I couldn't get the camera going, so we missed our shot. We've been driving Troy insane. He's been driving the whole time. Taken one potty stop and got Dunkin' Donuts. And now it's 10:38. Need gas soon.
Burning through
time.
the gas.
Yeah. We miss our dog.
You can't tell the GoPro that you missed the dog.
I miss the dog.
Every time.
I miss my little big thing. Update. We took an exit we weren't supposed to. So we'll see how that goes. Troy's very happy.
Because she was replaying the video that she just recorded. Alright, so it is about 7:45, 7:48 actually, on our first day of travels. We are in Illinois still, about halfway, probably 3/4 of the way through it hopefully by now. Not quite in Iowa. Hit some traffic around Chicago, but other than that, everything's been going pretty smooth. So hopefully we'll get about halfway through Iowa or something tonight and just sleep at a rest stop and then keep on pushing through tomorrow. It's pretty awesome out here. Can't wait to get a little bit further west, but I do enjoy driving through these plains here.
Carolina, I'll be home just any old time. The grave and the garden won't be satisfied till your next tonight.
A little behind schedule. Now it's 15 minutes after 9 or so. I accidentally ordered the pizza from Pizza Hut. It was 2 hours away, so but hey, we got it. It's right here and it looks amazing. Gonna drive for another few hours tonight with a bunch of pizza in our stomach and crash in the bed of the truck and start from scratch in the morning. Well, you guys probably know what this is. This is what we call a really crappy cheap hotel. So this is what we did last night. Instead of camping in the bed of the truck, it was pouring pretty hard and it was getting late. Wife wanted a shower, stuff like that. So we ended up here and it's like 50 bucks. So it should be worth it. Got some good rest. You can hear it's still thundering outside. And we're back on the road again this morning, and it is 3:50. Cool. All right, I got a day of driving in left. We're gonna get to it. Watch me pound these puppy jobs. Still empty. And we're coasting into this gas station up here. We made it into South Dakota, and it's pretty cool. We got probably another 5-hour drive till we are into Montana and Broadus. So that's pretty good weather. There's cowboys picking something up off the side of the road. Just doing a civil duty, picking up a piece of trash. Maybe it's Walt Wallmeyer.
Okay, so we're in Montana and we got dinner and we just drove on to state land, and bam, right as soon as we pulled onto state land, we saw a herd of, I don't know, 10, 15
At least.
with at least 2 bucks.
Whitetail.
About
a mile off the main road, so we weren't expecting that at all.
And one's a decent a point that we would
Probably
definitely shoot at home, but
probably like 100. Oh, there's a pronghorn right there.
we've been seeing freaking pronghorn everywhere.
The wind's blowing that way. I could stalk them. Oh yeah, it's not state line.
I don't think it is. So it's high,
Yeah, it is.
just about to the side, out to the ears, but it's still in velvet. So that's really tempting us, right on the edge of the state line.
They're on public.
Okay.
We might have to check back in here in a second.
Okay. So if you can't tell, Troy is very excited.
We're a bit kind of losing my
He's
my
about to
stuff
lose his
right
crap. When we were at the last rest stop, I stopped to pee, and the truck door slammed his knee. He thought he was going to be out of commission, and about 10 minutes later, he's running through the sagebrush to look at these deer. So I think his knee's good.
It's absolutely gorgeous out here. It's super windy, but it like literally the last couple hours just turned into such a nice day. It's like a little overcast, but mostly blue skies and clear. It's just, I can't tell you how excited I am to be here.
So
27-hour ride later. Well, much longer than that because we stopped and stuff like that. But 1,700 miles later, I should say.
okay, we'll check in later.
All right, so day number 1 is in the books. Didn't have much luck this morning. I actually didn't see any deer really at all. I don't know if we bumped him out of here, or or if we just didn't know where they're at, or couldn't see him. But anyway, we drove around, we found a bunch of whitetail, we tried to make some moves on them. That didn't work out, but overall we didn't have much action until the last part of the day. Sarahlyn saw 2 bucks off the side of the road, like right off the side of the road, right on some public land. So we stopped there, and she made a little stalk on them, but the closest shot she had was like 77 yards, so it was definitely too far to shoot. But we're going to try to hit that area tomorrow afternoon as well. We found some other good spots that might be a little bit better tomorrow morning to hit. So that's it. We're done. Well, it's the end of day 2. We didn't get the evening hunt. As you can tell, the sky is pretty wicked. We are currently set up inside the old bedroom. And we're hoping we don't get flooded out or blown away by the wicked storm that's coming in here. We're gonna hunt some more this week, obviously. Weather's not looking the greatest for the next couple days, so we'll see how that goes. We'll probably just hang out in the truck, read a book, watch a movie or something like that. But as you can see, the rain's starting now, so we're gonna close this up. Okay. Oh yeah, and we had kind of some eventful hunting today, but no deer down. I saw someone going for on Craigslist or Facebook or Craigslist or whatever. Pretty cheap too, just not $3. They're like 10, 15 bucks. But it's sweet because it's old, so it's like it's just built. It's all metal, you know.
Okay, so it is Wednesday evening, 7:30, and so day 3 of the hunt. No real hits on deer today. Stalked a doe just for funsies, got 53 yards away. But I feel disgusting. So it's been 3.5 days since I showered. Hair is rather greasy, and so I've convinced Troy to get a hotel tonight. So I'm really excited for my shower. So poured last night. Yeah, poured last night. Didn't get out much today. Went in between raining. Went to a coffee shop, got some gas. In Ekalaka. Now we're headed back to Broadus for our hotel.
Another close to hour ride on dirt roads that are almost muddy enough that you need 4-wheel drive.
Got really muddy hiking around today.
Truck's destroyed.
But it's over 70% chance of rain overnight and into 11-ish tomorrow. So I convinced him to get the hotel, and hopefully it'll stop around noon and we can still hunt in the afternoon, evening is what we're hoping.
So no hunting this morning and no hunting tomorrow morning.
Got the glass a little bit this morning, but yep, at this point I'm ready to shoot anything, not even a freaking spike.
Your standards might have went down a little bit.
That's it for now. Get closer to him. So cute. So cute though. You bat him again.
Why don't we get off the road?
Poor guy. Where's your mommy? You're gonna get shot.
Well, it's Saturday, the 14th, and I'm up here on top of this knob or mountain or hill, glassing for mule deer. We saw a bachelor pack of about 6 bucks down in this basin 2 days in a row. So I thought for sure I'd be able to find them up here, but I haven't seen much that got, but that was crazy. I just hit that mule deer. Let's see here. Let me zoom out. All right, so I don't know how much this picked up, but that was awesome. I stalked it within 20 yards of that mule deer. Actually shot at the one that I wanted, and I hit it high though. I hit it like the blood mark at least was right below the tenderloin center with the heart, so that can definitely be a sketchy place to hit a deer. I just pray to God that it expires, because we need this deer to expire. I don't want it to suffer, and we want to get this meat home, and we just want to enjoy the rest of this day. So that's that. But I'm gonna head back to the truck, get my wife, and we're gonna try to find the arrow and then hopefully find this deer. I don't know if this thing's gonna expire quickly or not. Hopefully I hit a good artery or hit it in the lungs. So we'll see. Check this out. I didn't even have to go all the way back to the truck, because there she is. I didn't even have to go back to the truck, because here she comes. My wife's the greatest. So it was crazy, because I came up here and there was like, it was dead. I glassed every nook and cranny out there. There's nothing. So I'm like, all right, maybe I gotta move to the other side of the hill, because I can't see where they were bedded off the road that day. I just want to, find these deer before they find me. And then literally like within 10 minutes after saying that, just like woods are like not even hardly being quiet, because I'm gonna go over here. Yeah. Next thing you know, the 2 buck feeding right up through here. I'm like,
Staring at you?
no, they were looking at me, and I was like, so I immediately just thought, crap, here we go again. They saw me again, but they didn't see me. And then the one went behind this hill, and I lost him. And then the other one was feeding there and bedded down just right in the middle of that sagebrush. Okay. I was like, perfect. Wind's coming this way. I'm like, holy crap. I'm like shaking. I'm like cold and like adrenaline going. So I was like, all right, the wind's perfect. I gotta go do this stalk. This is around maybe 9 or whatever. So put on my socks. Okay, snuck down there, no problem. Probably got within 75 yards. Well, the wind's coming like this, but over that hill, it does some crazy crap, and it blows right down in that funnel. I'm like, I can't do this. I was like, they either spooked already, because I can't see, or I just got to go back up and wait for the wind to change. Snuck all the way back up, still there. I'm like, yes, no way. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, they're supposed to bed twice, right? Mm-hmm. All right. This is after like at least an hour. I'm like, all right, I just got to go do this stalk again. I'm like, up here the wind's consistent. I thought the wind changed, but then once I got back up here, I'm like, it's consistent. I'm like, they're in a perfect stalkable location, because that hump of that hill right there. And ready to go again. The thing stands up. And I'm like, oh my God, it's going to the second bed. So I'm like, sweet. So they both are up now. Now I can see them. So the one is definitely okay. Not gonna see me. This one is facing like this way, so he could definitely see me out of this peripheral. But he's low in the brush, everything else. And like, I wait probably another hour, and I'm like, okay, that's its final bed or whatever. I'm like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm like, it's not looking at me in this direction. I'm like, I'm gonna sneak that way and drop way down and then come up. Wind's already getting shifty again. So I'm like, oh crap, there's his antler tips. He's freaking like 25 yards away. Snuck to 25 yards right there. I'm like, no freaking way. So I get on my knees, I crawl up to 20 yards.
Why? Why not just shoot at 25?
Because it was bedded. It was behind sagebrush. So I couldn't shoot it bedded.
Okay. So why not wait for it to get up?
Well, that's what I was going to do.
Okay.
So I'm like sitting there, I'm like, at this time, it's like an hour ago. I'm like, it's already getting so freaking late. I'm like, am I going to sit here until like 2 p.m.? I'm like, I guess I might have to, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that's like sometimes they'll bed until the afternoon. Next thing you know, the wind's just blowing straight at them. It felt like, at least. And I'm like, I'm screwed. I'm like, hopefully they don't get up and run. Hopefully they just stand up and like go, what's that kind of thing? That's what I'm counting on at this point. I even threw a rock at one time, because I was like, I got to get these deer up before they smell me, because the wind's blowing right towards them. Didn't work, because I was like throwing my left hand. I didn't even get close to him. So next thing, he smells me for sure. So he's like looking around for me, getting all weird. And he's at like 40 to 50 yards. And he's broadside, but he's looking at me. So I can't, I'm like behind sagebrush like this. I'm like, I should just pop this one. This one's a little bit heavier, you know? But I'm like, but this one, literally be shooting over this one's head, you know? And this one's getting all weird, and he's looking around, but he has no clue yet for some reason.
So the wind's going this way, so the heavier one or whatever kind of goes up like this and starts looping around me and stands right at the crest of the other side of this hill. At like I couldn't get my rangefinder out, or I would have tried to make the shot. But I was already kneed like this, and I would have had it been like this. So it would have been like a real twisted knee shot. And it was probably like 60 yards, and I was like, my pin's at 40. I couldn't adjust all that. So finally, this one stands up, and I drew back. I think because I could see him standing up. He like went like this, like a horse kind of. Drew back, and literally in my head, I'm like, he's just gonna run right there. This one already ran over him. I've been shooting a little bit low at 20, so I put about 3 yards down or whatever. So I'm like, it's perfectly broadside side shot at 20 yards. Whack! I freaking hit it. I didn't find a deer. I freaking shot the deer. Blood is high. I'm probably 6 inches high.
So there's a deer down here somewhere.
There could be. We got to find out. It's coming to get you.
Oh, babe, you just took so long to tell me that story. Oh my gosh. And then you were doing this up here, and I'm like, I wouldn't be waving like this if I wasn't allowed to come. But then I started backing up, and then I
back up. I was like, no. I was like,
I
hold
was
the
scared
camera.
to come out here. I wanted to come out for a while.
I came back up, and I was like, all right, I gotta go in and get. I was like, I'm gonna go get my wife.
Kiss me.
Not on camera.
Yes.
Now you have proof that I love you, and you
Yeah.
can watch the video anytime you want.
Yeah.
All right. So yesterday was eventful, as you saw. Stalked down and hit that mule deer. I hit it high, probably up in the no man zone, which really sucked. It didn't draw any blood. We couldn't find the arrow. We grid searched for over 3 miles, and we looked for 4 or 5 hours straight for blood and for the deer, getting up on high peaks and searching behind every sagebrush, it felt like. And there was nothing. We don't know where it went off to. Hopefully it wasn't a fatal shot. I feel pretty sick about that. Everything worked out so well, and then I hit the deer high. So that's that. Last night we came in and we stayed with Doug, which was really awesome. We had a great time with him. I got to shower, I sleep in a nice bed, and got some good home cooked food. So that was really cool. Today it's a little after 12 noon. It's Sunday. We're at Levi and Amel's house, and they are just friends of friends. Actually, we actually have never even met them yet. They have a beautiful property here, and we're gonna visit with them for tonight rather. Get back to hunting tomorrow. We do have some block management booked for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, which we may or may not hunt. That's some decisions we have to figure out today. But other than that, it's been a good time. Like I said, I still feel sick about what happened yesterday, so I'm not really sure. Maybe we might try to go back and hunt that same deer, maybe if it's still alive, and hopefully it is still alive, and maybe it'll come back to its same bedding area as where we shot at it from. But yeah. So, do you have anything to say? That's just an update. But we're gonna try to keep our spirits up a little bit and get back out there and get after it tomorrow, and we'll be leaving in about 4 days, so we gotta make this happen. So that's it.
Hey.
Well, it's Monday the 16th, and we're over running some block management outside of town. Looks pretty good. Looks like there was some good whitetail shot here over the years. By the looks of it on the landowner's wall when we checked in with them. We're currently, it's about 3 or 4 o'clock, and it's about 95 degrees. It's pretty awful, and we're right in the sun, so we kind of screwed up a little bit, or I screwed up a little bit with picking the stand. But, so we might light on fire and burn to death, but hopefully some deer come out to these fields up here. I think we have a pretty good stand other than being ridiculously hot. My wife's gonna kill me.
So we had a plan. That morning, we decided to go into this field, this humongous alfalfa field, figuring that they would be in this field feeding at night, and they would go down into this draw during the day. We thought either we could cut them off or maybe spot them before they see us and make a stalk on them. Well, it kind of worked. We came into the field, totally opposite direction of where we saw them the night before, and wham, there they were. They all stood there. The bachelor group buck that we were going after was right there. Our bows were on our back. It was barely even light out. I don't even know if it was shooting light yet. But of course the deer spooked, ran down into this large draw where all these nooks and crannies were. And we glassed and we glassed, and we couldn't never turn them up that morning. But we did find other deer, and we thought about making stalks on them. But we knew we were into some good country, and if we would just be patient, we might be able to pull this off. So we decided not to go down in there, making all kinds of crummy stalks. Plus, we had some bad weather moving in this night, so we just didn't want to take any chances. Next morning, we went back out to the same area. This time I overlooked the basin, and I put Sarahlyn overlooking the alfalfa field. We didn't scare any deer this time. In fact, we saw a bunch of deer, and Sarahlyn even got a shot on a pretty nice buck. But she made a poor shot on it, and it ran down into this draw, along with the 2 other buck that we were kind of going after. So we spotted, and sure enough, by the grace of God, we turned up these deer. We couldn't believe it. The buck that she shot at was totally fine, grazing, feeding along with the other ones. We watched them bed once, we watched them bed twice, and we went in for the stalk.
Don't go further. Stay in this one. Did you hit that one? In the butt? In the guts? Babe. Go see if you can get eyes on him. You didn't shoot that one. Yeah, but you hit the other one. Why don't you go see where he ran? Careful with the cactuses. This thing is still amazing. I don't know what just happened there, but I think I made a kill shot on that big buck. Sarahlyn, the nicer of the three, I think I made a kill shot on. There was a second one that was nice, and I believe, he didn't get shot at. Then there was a third smaller one, and Sarahlyn shot that, but she said she hit it far back. So, just pray to Jesus that deer we can recover. God, thank you so much for this opportunity. Look at this country that we're in. Lord, I pray that we can recover both of these deer. God, I pray that you would just make that happen. In Jesus' name. So I snuck around there, and I honestly thought I was gonna blow it.
You gotta find your guy,
Where we thought they were.
I need shoes, and we need to go.
Well, no, we don't need to go. We can let it sit because that deer we can't push, and my deer we should even let sit as well. So.
But when I looked, that was a nice shot on your butt.
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
When he went up the hill, and did you see him? He was like getting woozy. I ripped it through. It was 40 yards. I was like, that looks like exactly 40 yards to me. And I ripped it through like grass.
But then I panicked and I heard your shot, and I just like punched it.
I can't believe that we both got shots off. I mean,
If we can recover your buck, this will be the epicest freaking hunt in the world.
I need shoes. I'm tired of
I know.
stalking things.
I don't know. I'll go get them for you, but I just don't know where they're at. I thought they were right here.
All right. Where are your shoes at?
They're down by my pants.
Which are where?
I don't know. I have the locations marked, but
You marked my shoes?
yeah. Apparently, I'm right on top of your shoes. There they are. Holy crap, they blend in. That was risky. We didn't bring any knives. Do you have a knife? Did you?
Dude, we need to find your big guy, but
Well, we should probably go try to recover mine because I think it was fatal. Yours, we should let sit a while anyway. Did you see if it ran off with an arrow in it?
no, there's no arrow that I can see. I know exactly where I shot and exactly where I shot at because
Okay.
I shot him through the tree branches, which was not the best, but he was completely stopped and the like was really thin stuff and it was right in front of him.
When I heard your shot, I was like, I shot mine, boom, and you
Boom.
shot yours.
Yeah, because I already had my sights
Oh,
on
so-
and then I
so-
panicked when you.
I thought you were waiting for me. I was like, my girl.
Well, I first turned towards you after the other guy, and I was like, oh, that's Troy down there. Like,
Well, I went like this to yours, the one you hit earlier. Went like this and this and this, and then I was like, he's gone. Even though I probably could have spun on him.
yeah, I probably could have spun, but then I was like, I'm shooting it too, like, it's too much in your direction. So I was like, and then I went down to the
And you
spot.
were shooting like directly down, what, 20 yards or something?
No, at 40.
Oh, it was
About
40.
Yeah.
So what'd you do? Did you aim high?
My sights were about on 40.
Oh my gosh, you were right on top of those
Because
deer.
I thought that that's what they might do, and it was really deep there. So I was afraid to keep it on short. And I'm like, if they're actually that close, it's not going to matter if my sights are high. Was my thought.
That was stinking epic. So
I just hope this buck's okay. No, well, dies, because that's not okay where I shot him.
no, we have to find your buck. He ripped right down the goalie. I'm sure he didn't come out of it extra fast, but I mean,
Okay, wrap up. Is that enough time? Can we go
For mine?
upstairs?
I think. So I was standing about 40 yards that way. And I think he was standing right around here.
See, there's footprints. They're kind of small, but there's...
Look for my red fletchings. I assume it was probably a pass through. He was like caught up in some of this stuff and I had to wait a second or two for him to cross out. We didn't have the camera running, but we already spotted my buck and I'm almost 100% sure it's completely stone dead because that's where I thought I heard it drop. I would
I
still
don't see any rise in chest.
I would still love to find my arrow. That'd be so cool.
We can track his blood trail if they go up to him.
Is that blood?
No, just a reddish.
All right, we can't wait any longer. You want to hold this, babe? He ran what, babe? 60 yards?
I don't even think that. Uphill though, but I think about 40.
Oh my gosh, this thing is a stud. Second to last day. Praise Jesus. I think I might see my fletching in it.
Go get it. Holy rack. What a beast.
Holy crap. Oh. I drilled him right in the good spot. He's dead.
Oh, it's broken.
Yeah, he's got a broken top. Must have heard it in velvet. Holy cow. We worked so hard for these stinking things. As you already know, Sarahlyn hit one as well. in the same event of getting this. This thing ran 60 yards and piled up. Unbelievable. Thank you so much, Jesus. We had a late start this morning. We slept in.
Overslept.
Had a chain of events where Sarahlyn got a crack at one. Saw deer everywhere. This is really good hunting where we're at right now on some block management. And I didn't get no action. I wasn't close to anything, and Sarahlyn had a crack at one. Basically hit in the leg. It's sad, but we watched the deer all afternoon, and it is 100% fine. We found his bed and everything because he was bedded with these other two, and there's no blood in it or anything like that. This is just a trophy. I mean, to some people, this probably is just a 2-3-year-old mule deer, but we work so hard for these things. It's just absolutely incredible. I mean, look at this deep fork. That's awesome. This one's not as forked as deep.
He's got 5 on that side.
What's that? Oh, he's got a little eye guard. It's insane. I can't believe it happened. We gotta start packing this thing out. We probably have like a 2-mile walk, unfortunately. Oh boy, and it's getting pretty warm. But and our packs and everything are scattered. So, but yeah. So I don't know what else to say. This thing's amazing. I'm gonna get some photos of it and start getting it cut up.
Shot through some of this stuff. Looked like he went down the basement again, and there's some blood.
Did you say basement?
Basin.
Okay. Tell them where you shot it at.
I shot it from that rock ledge right there, and all 3 of them were under it. And then the big one from this morning jumped over top, and I was in the shot range of Troy, so I just turned around and saw this guy here and shot him. And I had my sights on him when Troy shot, and it hurt Troy's, and I kind of panicked and punched it. And it looked like I hit him lung to gut, a little high and too far back. And he went crashing down the basin.
And they were all hiding under that rock right there that Sarahlyn shot it off of. There's like a little shelf under there.
I was right freaking above him.
This is where they were hiding. Incredible. And we spotted them all the way up there. You just found him. Oh my. He's not bad.
He didn't go too far.
Heck no, he didn't.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh my gosh. Babe, we freaking doubled up.
He's skinny. Oh, he stinks. He's been out in the sun.
Yeah, it's been.
All right, where do I start? How do I do this thing? I guess we should get a picture.
You might hear me huffing and puffing right now. And it's only because, just like Sarahlyn, I too have a deer on my back. This puppy's heavy. We gotta do one more trip and then we'll be good. Truck's about a little less than a mile away, but there's a lot of drainages and gullies. As you can kind of see, we're about 3 or 4 drainages over from that. But this is what dreams are made of. Right here, baby. This is what success feels like. My wife's rolling her eyes at me as I drop my phone. Oh, what happened? Almost there.